It's your girl Sasha here again with another VSG must video. If you are watching this video, make sure you go and watch my last video about my VSG experience and where I'm at 2 months post-op. And yeah, so this video is going to be about my overall Pompeii surgical experience. Pompeii surgical in Tijuana, Mexico is where I had my surgery on October 8th 2020. Okay, and y'all, the experience was amazing. I'm gonna go over a few things in a few categories and just give y'all my review on it, and then I will like open a dialogue in my comment box below, and then if you have questions you want to ask me, make sure you write them down, and I may come back and do another video next month. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is the surgical center. So that's one. The surgical center, now they're building another one, which is good because it's small. It's very small. They have people coming in and out like clockwork, which is, you know, they're busy, but the surgical center is small, but it is really, really nice. It's nice, it's clean. When I got there, my experience was walking in and smelling bleach, which I love. If you walk in my house after I finish cleaning, it's gonna smell like bleach, so that made me feel comfortable. They had, due to corona right now, they had like the seats, they're white seats, they had it like wiped down as leather, it's not cloth. They had them wiped down. I saw somebody wiping seats down. And then they had it like where there was a little arrow on it. It's like, oh, you can see here, you can see there. So definitely right now doing coronavirus, they're doing amazing with COVID stuff. The bathrooms were really nice. I like the fact that, because you know we plus size, so I like the fact that they had like the chairs in there that for us to be able to utilize. The bathrooms stay clean. It's completely stocked with everything that you need. Like I said, when a place is clean, when I say the place is clean, I mean it's clean. So that's one thing. Okay, so that is Pompeii, like the actual surgical center, right? So the second category is the surgeons, right? So my surgeon was Dr. Q. Dr. Queen, I can never say his name right. But he did my surgery, and he was extremely personable. He came and sat down and talked to me. He came and after surgery, he came in and like sat down and was like, do you have any questions? Like, you were first, like your liver looked good, like was just very relational. It wasn't like flyby, even though they're so busy. It wasn't flyby. Let me think of what else. I did talk to Dr. G. He wasn't my surgeon, but he, like, all of them walk around a whole lot. And Dr. G, I ran into him after surgery when I was still kind of loopy, and I was trying to walk around, and he was like, whoa there, you may need to take a break. And I was like, no, but my stomach hurt, I need to walk. He was like, yeah, but you need to sit down. So Dr. G was cool. Dr. S, I saw him, but I didn't have any like interactions with him, but he seems cool. Like, the surgeons are amazing. I haven't heard anything negative about them. The young ladies that was there with me, and a few gentlemen that was there with me that had surgery there, all of them spoke well about all of the surgeons. Didn't have any issues at all with the surgeons. The nurses. So I had overall a good experience with the nurses. The one thing I would say is the nighttime nurses aren't as English speaking as the daytime nurses. Like, the daytime nurses are on it, they speak English really, really well. In my room, I did have a nighttime nurse who didn't speak fluent English, but she went and got somebody else and they got things worked out, so it was cool. But I think, and honestly, I think her job was just to come around, give me vitamins and, you know, not vitamins, give me ice chips and then change my IVs and stuff like that. So it's not a whole lot of communication that needs to be done. The medications that they give you while there, like, everything was really, really good. I had no issues whatsoever. I didn't experience any pain. I have rolling veins, so it's hard for me to get an IV. And when the young lady did my IV the first time, she did blow my vein, but that's nothing that I haven't experienced in the States. Like, I have issues with IVs all the time. And then at that point I kind of was really dehydrated because I hadn't been drinking a whole lot of water because I was scared I was gonna pee on the plane. Then I was nervous, you know, when it came, like, I just was nervous, y'all. So I just was not doing the best of anything. So so that was that. So that is my Pompeii surgical experience, like the actual surgery center. When you do your barium swallow test, they take you to another like laboratory, and at the new surgery center that they're making, the barium swallow test is supposed to be able to be done in the new surgical center. So that should take this part away. The barium swallow test was the only thing that to me wasn't a highlight of my trip, and that just was because like I had just came out of surgery. I had to get on the bus and had to go to another location. They had took me off them IVs, so the gas pains was kicking my behind. So that was like the least pretty thing about the trip. They had all of us on this one, but like it just wasn't fun. The barium swallow itself to me wasn't that bad. That big gulp is like, whoa there, you know, like, oh my gosh, what happened? Because, you know, right after surgery, you got to take a whole bunch of liquid at one time. Like, it didn't do well. One of the girls, because I forgot to bring Listerine strips, so one of the girls there gave me some of hers, and that helped me with the taste. But a lot of people say it tastes bad. Another thing is with the barium swallow, you can get like diarrhea and stuff like that, but I didn't have it. Nobody I knew got diarrhea from it, so that worked out good. But the barium swallow test kind of was like not the fun part. And then after we took the actual barium swallow, we had to sit there and wait for the prints to come out. Like it just wasn't fun. So Pompeii, that's the one thing that I would give you guys a critique on. However, I know y'all fixing it, so that's not a big thing. To me, it wasn't, because it wasn't horrible. It just was not fun. But y'all, my favorite part was the beach house. The beach house. So the beach house is a 30-minute drive from Pompeii Surgical to the beach house. It's in, and I may be saying this wrong, but it's in like Rosarita, Mexico, and not Tijuana. But y'all, that drive to me is worth it. Y'all, being able to sit on my balcony and being able to see the beach and seeing horses ride past, which I didn't know that people rode horses in the sand. That was an experience for me. So cool thing to see has been the horses on the beach. I thought that was really unique. I never saw that before. So yeah, now look at this view. Like that was worth it. There's a spa at the beach house that you can go to, and a young lady did me a back massage. I got a facial. Like, it just was a really nice experience. And with the spa, they do post-op massages. So while I wasn't able to lay down and get a full massage and stuff like that like normal, it still was just as relaxing sitting up. And that was amazing to me, you know, because they can do your companions and then they can do you. So the spa was amazing. Jerry did a class, and he is, I don't want to say he's the nutritionist, but Jerry's role is like the fitness thing. I can't remember exactly what his role is. I'm sorry, Jerry. But Jerry was amazing. Jerry and Pineapple, loved them, were amazing. There was another young lady who was in a spa, and she had like red hair. So if you see this, I love you. I can't remember your name, but you were amazing too. You were super sweet. But those three people, like, oh, and then what's her name? I think it's Gia. Gia was amazing too. Okay, sorry y'all. I loved all these people. But okay, let's start with Jerry. Jerry's amazing. My first day pre-surgery at the beach house, we was able to have our last meal. So Jerry was like, what do y'all want to eat? And I was like, I don't know, somewhere where real Mexican food is. So he walked us around the corner to this Mexican restaurant, and y'all, it was so good. It was so good. Like homemade tortillas, like it was so nice. Like the atmosphere was nice. It was a guy like making the tortillas and stuff like that. Like it was amazing. I wound up having and I think I have a picture of it, so I inserted it. But I wound up having steak, shrimp, and I had baked potato, but I didn't even eat it. Oh, and it had this stuff called panela panela. I believe it's panela, but it's like fried cheese, and not like deep fried cheese, but like pan fried cheese. Y'all, touch my soul. But the food was so good. So he walked us there. The food was good. You know, Cam got us. We went back. At that point in time, I really couldn't walk far. So that was a little bit of a walk for me, but like Jerry didn't shame me, anything like that. Like, dude tied my shoelaces because I didn't realize they came untied. Like, they are, when I say they are really amazing, they take good care of you. And I was like, hey, I need a break. He like took a break with me. Like, it was like, Jerry was really, really nice. So Jerry, if you see this, I appreciate you so much. I know you probably don't remember me because you see a lot of people, but I appreciate you so much. So that was Jerry. Jerry also does a post-op like workout class or whatever, and that was fun, where he showed you like different workouts and stuff like that you can do up until you can really work out. And he also was in the ABCs of VSG, where they talk about like, oh, like this many weeks post-op, da da da, and you know, like the educational piece behind surgery and what you should do. He taught that class too. So yeah, well, him and Gia kind of split that class, but yep, he was doing both of those. So Jerry, I appreciate you. Jerry was amazing. Pineapple was really, really fun. You know, he's crazy. If you're in the Pompeii surgical group, you heard of Pineapple. Pineapple is a nutcase, but he's a good nutcase. He helped me out. Like, I didn't want to go on because I still had a lot of gas pains. And with my gas pains, anytime I moved or walked or something like that, it just was a lot of discomfort. So I was not in a physical shape at that point to go on a hike like everybody else did, to get like B12 shots and like the medications and stuff you can get from the store. So yeah, so I didn't go. Pineapple, I gave him my money. He went and got the stuff for me. He did amazing. Like, after some of the classes, like, we wound up sitting down and having like a small conversation just about his experience and what he loves about Pompeii. You know, it just was really, really good. It was personable. Gia is the nutritionist, and she did like they call it like a mixology class, but really it's just teaching you about different protein powders and like ways you can make protein drinks and stuff like that after surgery. And Gia was amazing. I loved her. We had such a good conversation. Wasn't even surgery related, like just her work. Like, she was just cool. I loved her. So Gia, if you remember me, you probably don't, I love you. But yes, she was amazing. And then Pineapple, Gia, Jerry. Oh, there was a guy who drove the car for us one time. He was really nice too. Like, all of the staff were amazing. When I say everybody was amazing, not one person pushed me off, brushed me off. Like, everybody was very attentive. Everybody was there. Alright, y'all, so this is like fast forwarded future me. I wanted to come back real quick because I'm editing this video and I realized that I completely butchered everybody's name and their position. So Gigi was the nutritionist and I loved her, so I could not, like, she's the one who made me do this edit because I really loved you, girl, and I didn't want to say your name wrong. I was close, Gigi, you know. But Gigi was the nutritionist. Jerry, he's a chiropractor, but he does some of the physical health classes. And then I got Pineapple's name right, and then I believe the other young lady's name is like or something like that. But I'm still looking for her name in the group so I can do it right. So if I can find it before I upload the video, I would definitely insert it in the clip. But yeah, you don't see me. Bye. So I am not gonna insert my clip of the actual like beach house, like the tour of what it looked like. I'm not gonna insert it in this video. I'm gonna upload a separate video with this video of like my tour of the Pompeii surgical beach house. But the beach house, I had stayed in two separate, sorry y'all, I stayed in two separate beach houses. The beach house that I took a video of was not as nice as my first one. The first one was so pretty. The second one was pretty too, but the first one was really, really pretty. And the view was better, even though they were literally like next door to each other. But it was pretty too. So I'm gonna upload that video just because it's a little long. And I'm gonna upload that video at the same time I upload this one. So if you want to see a tour of my Pompeii surgical suite, go ahead and go to that video. But yeah, so y'all, when I say everything was amazing, oh, transportation was good. They had Suburbans, they had big buses, like they had different methods of transportation. It took you everywhere you needed to go, legitly everywhere you needed to go. The rides weren't that bad. I will say it's a 30-minute ride from the beach house to the actual surgical center if you're going to the original Pompeii Surgical Center. If you're going to the, I believe it's the Green Health one that they're opening now, I don't know the length of distance in between that place and that beach house, but y'all, I think that's everything. Like I said, overall my experience with Pompeii Surgical was amazing. I did a lot of research, y'all, before I made the decision to go to them. Actually, at first I was gonna go to another place, but then after doing research and just being in a Pompeii Surgical group, the group is crazy, but it's needed, and I love all of y'all, but we crazy, okay? I'm gonna be honest, we crazy. But after all of that stuff, you know, like doing research and just looking at people's results and years and years and years of success, and you know, like people uploading videos about, you know, like what it looks like and things like that, like I just felt really, really comfortable with Pompeii. I'm so happy and thankful that I went there. I have not yet arrived to like my goal weight, but I'm super thankful for them and everything that they did. If you were thinking about going, go. If you're healthy enough to go, go. Comment down below if you want to know any more information. But yeah, that's my overall experience. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye.